So, Hollywood hasn't made a historical action epic like The Woman King in quite some time. I was actually never a huge fan of history class, so when a movie involved history, it would need to work hard to make sure that I was following along, that I wasn't bored. And quite honestly, I have not seen a film like The Woman King ever before. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to For the Agenda. My name is Huang. If you're new here, welcome. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about the newest film hitting theaters, The Woman King. Now, for those of you who don't know, The Woman King is the story of the Agoji, the all-female unit of warriors who protected the African kingdom of Dahomey in the 1800s, and with skills and a fierceness unlike anything the world has ever seen. And General Naniska here trains this next generation of recruits and readies them for battle against an enemy determined to destroy their way of life. So I went into this film essentially blind. I only saw one trailer. And overall, from a mainstream audience perspective, I enjoyed the movie as an action movie. It doesn't completely focus on the historical elements, in my opinion. It is more of an action film, and I did have fun with it, like in terms of the action scenes. My crowd had amazing energy last night, and everyone was emotionally invested in the story. So I think that went over really well with them. Now, I will say the story overall, it was good, and it's a film that will play well again with mainstream audiences like myself. And that is good to have that broader appeal. The story at times it may feel predictable, but it still works. It has some great emotional beats between the characters. Viola Davis, she gives a career best performance here. This was simply incredible. She commands your attention every time she's on screen. She's amazing and she deserves more leading roles in big films. Viola Davis honestly can truly do anything. She can just give so much to even the smallest of roles, or even a role that's not well defined, and make it work. I will honestly watch her in whatever she wants to be a part of. And it's time Hollywood realizes what a powerhouse she is and give her the roles she deserves. I love Viola Davis. She's one of my favorite actresses working today. I also want to give a shout out to Lashana Lynch, who was truly a fierce scene stealer. I loved her character. I thought Izogi really stole my heart, and that's thanks to her performance. She was cool, she was badass, she was funny. I thought she did a phenomenal job. I thought Thuzo Mbedu as Maui is the film's heart and soul, and even goes toe to toe acting wise with Viola Davis, which is not easy, and why it makes that performance even more impressive. She really holds her own and she shines throughout. I thought she was fantastic. And Sheila Atim as Amensa was also really great. She brought a lot of personality to the role, and she has some really great moments as well. I think this cast is actually really well assembled. And even John Boyega, who was also really good as the king. And it actually surprised me because when I saw him in the cast list, I didn't completely see the vision of him being the king. But the minute he spoke his first line, the way he delivered it, I was like, I was wrong. He's the king. Like, I get it now. This is on me. This is absolutely great. That was a great choice. I also want to give a shout out to the directing. I thought Gina Prince Bythewood creates such a lush world that is so easy to get lost in the adventure and not want the film to end. That's something I loved about what she did with the old guard. She knows how to portray women finding their strength within themselves and being badasses on a grand scale. I thought that was really well done here. I also really liked the fight choreography. That was really cool. Like, this is how you do a PG-13 action movie where it doesn't feel like they had to tone things down to avoid the R rating, but they still managed to make the action scenes engaging and entertaining for everyone to enjoy. There were some moments where my crowd even was like a little shocked because there was at least one instance where even I was taken a bit back, like, oh, I would expect that in an R-rated film, but this is so cool to have here. There's a lot of high octane energy in these fights. They feel brutal, they feel suspenseful. And I think that's what made them awesome to watch. Like, these women were just so badass. And I actually, again, want to shed light on Viola Davis here. She actually does her own stunts here. She trained for months to prepare for this movie, and it shows in the final product. She is just incredible. Everyone here does an incredible job. I thought the production design here was outstanding. I loved what they did here in terms of the world building, getting the audience invested into where you were going to be. I thought that was really, really well done. Your eyes are glued to the screen and mesmerized, trying to take in, for example, the beautiful sets. This feels expensive, and I like that. I will say this is awards worthy production design, and the costume design is also just as fantastic. You can tell that the eye for detail was there. It was just really, really well done. So I will say overall, The Woman King was, as an action film, empowering. It was badass. It was crowd pleasing. I actually think this action epic is boosted by its powerhouse of talent. Like, this is why we go to the movies. I really hope you do give this film a chance and go see this in theaters. I would definitely recommend it as a theater going experience. And for me, this film, I would rate it an 8 out of 10. So if you are interested in checking out The Woman King this weekend, definitely check it out at your local multiplex. If you are hesitant, you could check out a matinee. But I do feel that this film will do quite well with audiences. That is my review. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can hit the like button and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And you can follow me on Twitter and on Letterboxd at Leading Mohicans. Thank you again for watching. And remember, regardless of what others feel about the things you love, it's always for the agenda. Bye.